Well, hello there guys, and welcome to our stream. We're a little early, but of course we are going to be jumping into the stream very soon here, and I hope you guys are prepared to watch some Battle Academy, so let's get to it. Well, hello there to our YouTube crowd. It looks like we've already got 5 people here. Good to see you guys. We're also waiting on some folks from Twitch, of course, and we are going to jump into some Battle Academy very soon. There goes my alarm reminding me, of course, to get started here on this stream, and I really want to jump in and have some fun, guys. So we could do a number of different campaigns over here. So we've got a ton over here. We've also got some community scenarios that we could download. I really do like to try the community scenarios, particularly ones that focus on World War I, things like this. We've also got a ton of other ones. Nasty Swampy by Enric is actually quite a fun one for a multiplayer game. Of course, here we're going for single players. There's also a Pacific campaign. So for those of you that aren't too crazy about the European campaign that Battle Academy has to offer, you could actually download the Pacific campaign, where we battle against the Japanese. Now, I'm actually going to start downloading it. I want to make sure to have this as an option if you guys would like to see it. More than likely, we're going to jump into one of the more common campaigns, one of the more standard campaigns, and I think we're going to go for the Invasion of France. Of course, I will let you guys decide. I was going to play as the Germans as in the Invasion of France. We could also play as the Americans in the Battle of the Bulge, which could be interesting because we're going to be defending a whole lot. We've also got Operation Market Garden, Operation Husky, of course, in Sicily. I'm thinking that the Sicily campaign also looks pretty great. So hello, Sunnif, how you doing, buddy? So I think we're going to go with Sicily. This is actually something that actually interests me quite a lot. Operation Husky was a notoriously vicious one. So let's go ahead and jump in here, and we are going to play Operation Husky, guys. So I'm hoping that we do a good job. Are you sure we're in Sicily? Badly dispersed by strong winds and the inexperienced pilots, U.S. paratroopers find themselves scattered miles from their objectives. Despite the setback, the All-Americans regroup and attack, determined to complete their mission. Alright guys, so it looks like we're only starting with very few men. So remember, this is Sicily, and where paratroopers are dropping all over the landscape, regroup your units, protect the landings by hindering mobile Axis units in the area, and capture 3 victory points to prevent 4 Axis units from exiting south by turn 14. That doesn't seem easy at all. First of all, I only see 2 victory points, unless I'm going blind here. We've got one over here. That's the Coastal Defense Battery. Let's go down here. We've got the road to the south. Okay, fair enough. We've got another road to the south. So we're going to have to do this very carefully. Obviously, most of the time when we play this game, we've got a ton of tanks, etc. In this case, we're going to have to find a way to essentially hold this area from the enemy. So I think the village center is looking pretty good as well. We just need to take 3 of these points. So I think first things first, we immediately have to start heading towards the first point, of course. And let's start also taking this unit over here, our U.S. Airborne Division, and start heading towards the village center. Now, I want to try and remain hidden. Don't know how possible that's going to be, considering the amount of work we have to do here, but we're going to keep on moving. And we'll also take the bazooka here. Let's hope that this place is unoccupied. And we're heading towards that village center of this tiny Sicilian village here. Hopefully we can take it without too much difficulty and claim it as our own. And of course, then we could start moving east. Remember, we only have to capture 3 of these victory points. Now, the creepier thing is we have to allow less than 4 units to exit the map. That's not easy. I'm thinking the first thing we want to do is get into these heavy fortifications with one of our units. But basically, any of the enemy armor, infantry that comes down these roads, it's our job to stop them and kill them in the process, of course. Does Hell use the same engine? It's similar in the movement. I can see why you would think so, but I don't think it does. That is a good question, though, whether or not Hell uses the same engine. I really am not sure. Give me 1 second, guys. Just reloading here on the restream. Okay, nice. So we've got 7 here on Twitch, 8 on YouTube. Hello to everybody, of course. All right, let's continue here, guys. So I want to make sure that we've got everybody in a decent position. We'll take a look at the medic. This would give us some pretty decent medical, of course, support in case we lose one of our men. We're going to end the turn and see if the Italians or the Germans start popping up. So it looks like more of our paratroopers have landed. And, of course, what I want to try to do is get them into these fortified positions. Because, of course, we can't let the enemy get to the road south. Now, then again, we could have just taken that road south. That wasn't exactly a very good idea, what I just did there. We had a perfect opportunity just to grab it and then move on to the point, but I sort of overstepped my bounds just a little bit. And, oh, my goodness, taking fire from the enemy. One of our boys is down, and it's definitely that Italian light machine gun unit. So we're going to also hunt into this direction. Now, the reason we're hunting and not just moving is with hunt, if we do come across one of the enemy units, we'll have a chance to actually open fire. I think that's very, very important. Of course, now I'm worried about our men, because if we get anywhere close to that coastal battery, oh my goodness, we're already getting shot at. If we get anywhere close to that coastal battery, we're going to have a problem. So let's get a little bit closer here, and I'm going to try and move these boys back. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it this turn. What I do want to do, however, is get this guy into the vegetation. Like I said in the beginning of this battle, we need to try and stop the enemy from going down either of these roads. So I'm going to get one guy in this area of vegetation, and for the 30 caliber machine gun, let's put him in this building, and let's hope that this thing is pretty damn useful. It looks good. It looks like it can do a lot of damage, but I don't know if until I try. So here we go. Let's end the turn, and I believe we have got one more. No, that's just another road to the south, which we're going to actually ignore and end the turn. Okay, we've definitely got some enemy equipment here, and more paratroopers have landed. At least we're getting a hell of a lot of paratroopers. That's one major bonus right now. So far, I don't see any enemies here. We're going to move into the fortifications, of course. Just defend the area. So this is a U.S. Airborne Bazooka, and it's actually exactly what we need, especially since I think I'm seeing what could be... Nope, it's just a truck. I thought it was maybe an APC. It's definitely just a German truck. I was hoping we'd be able to fight some of the Italian units here, but there's actually a separate campaign for the Italian units. So let's take a look here. All right, I think we've got that bazooka squad. Let's see if we can fire on the truck. If not, we can still fire it on the truck with our rifles. There we go, enemy destroyed. Of course, it's also going to give us a promotion, which is another reason we really want to do that. And let's get into this somewhat better villa. Unfortunately, we just got ambushed. I'm still going to try to move here and hunt. Of course, with that enemy attacking us from the villa, we've got to be very, very careful. Let's get this guy and move over here. And of course, now we have a decent ring of fire, I think, around the enemy. And we could even retreat over here. But I really do want to get to the top of that hill. Just don't think it's going to be possible. So let's actually bring this guy, start to bring him back actually towards this first flag, to the road to the south. We might go ahead and just take that area. I mean, why not? So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start moving that way. I think we've gotten everybody down. Ooh, we've got some wonderful U.S. Airborne troops here. We're going to move them forward, and another 30 cal machine gun. I think I'm going to put that right there behind the stone wall, and I'm hoping it's going to hold out pretty well. Okay, we're ending the turn, guys. There we go, target destroyed. So we got one of the trucks. We've got another one of the trucks. Some excellent ambushes here. So we actually put our guys in the right position. The issue, of course, now is the enemy infantry is out and about, definitely ready to make our lives hell, put quite simply. So I'm actually going to get a bit closer, and we're going to open fire on the German infantry here. the Italian. Actually, we got some Italian troops. Here we go. We also have the Italian Fucilieri. I think I'm going to fire on the light machine gun here. I definitely want to try and get a kill. Ambush shots, no kill, come on. And it looks like we just didn't manage that time. I'm still going to keep firing, though. And, of course, now it's our machine gun versus theirs. We did manage to suppress them. I think I'm also going to fire at the Italian Fucilieri. And these are, of course, Italian Fusiliers, and see if we can't do some damage. Unfortunately, no luck, but we just have to keep on trying. I'm actually going to start moving this U.S. Airborne unit to one of the houses to sort of defend the area from the enemy. Let's grab this guy. Oh my goodness, we've got some Germans here, guys. Did not expect that at all. We're going to see if we can charge them. No, it's only a 30% chance of a win, and our effectiveness with an attack is 8. So we're going to have to actually go for the attack. Of course, the enemy is going to return fire. And this could be entirely Italian troops. Oh boy. I really do want to bring a medic to this unit, but I think they're so badly damaged that I hate to say this, they're better off dead. They really are. So we're going to move into this building right here with the Airborne. And let's see if we can't take this particular building. But first, of course, we'll get a little bit closer. Oh my goodness, we've got enemies everywhere, guys. It's definitely an Italian light machine gun unit. And the effectiveness is only 1 of this gunfire. I mean, that's the terrifying part, is just to take this damn flag, we're going to have to lose more than a few men. So I guess we could go ahead and open fire. Why not? The effectiveness... Wow, we actually got a kill, guys. Unbelievable. A really lucky headshot. That must have been some sort of ricochet shot. Effectiveness 4 for this unit. We might as well try. I mean, I don't see why not. Of course, we're going to have to bring even more reinforcements into this area. And hey, how's it going, Mark? When is Battle Academy 3? That's a really good question. I wish I could answer it for you. Really not sure when or if or how, but that would be pretty awesome, I agree. Alright, let's see. I think so far we're in decent positions, but I do want to move the bazooka up, of course. And I might even move the 30 cal up to assist in taking that bunker down, but let's not jump to conclusions right away. Let's end the turn here. Hope for the best. Enemy, of course, is going to finish that unit off with a grenade. And they also got a promotion. Not good for us at all. Looks like they might also be finishing off our units in the village center here, and they've deployed more infantry units from their trucks. Things are getting worse and worse, and we need those paratroopers to land, and land quite quickly. Alright, I'm going to take the bazooka. I don't like getting so close with this bazooka, but I don't really see much of an alternative. And I'm also going to take this machine gun. And it looks like we can start firing on this enemy. Let's see. Effectiveness is only 1? Come on, guys. Alright. Well, I was trying to move into the house, but everybody makes mistakes. We'll go ahead and... Why not? We'll open fire. Now, hilariously, this is actually considered an ambush, even though the enemy is in a set spot. They haven't moved anywhere, and they actually have a tremendous amount of cover. So it's really not much of an ambush, more a probing attack, and really not a very good probing attack. That being said, let's see if we can't go ahead and finish off these Fucilieri in the fields. Good shooting, and that's one of our recently landed squads of U.S. Airborne. They've got the Thompsons, they've got everything they need for a prolonged battle. Let's go ahead and fire again. Alright, okay, could be better. Let's get the 30 cal. Now that is an ambush. Unfortunately, they're all fine. And there we go. 2 of them down, and the rest are going to be retreating. Very, very good news for us. We could actually move up and try to take out the LMG, but I think we're in an okay position here to just stay put. We could also try moving towards that 3rd position, and I think that's a good idea. Of course, we've got to be very careful. They've already taken out one of our bazookas. God damn it. We're going to have to do something about this area. And the problem is, from the support we have in this particular mission, we don't have anything that could actually give us any sort of artillery shots or bomber attacks or anything that could actually sort of weaken this area for us. And considering the enemy's got this Lancia, the 53. I think it's going to be really hard to break through, to be honest. We'll have to see, though. All right, let's see. Once again, the effectiveness is so damn good. We're going to move with a hunt move. And I think we could actually charge these guys. We're going to do an assault. And we actually destroyed, guys, the light machine gun position with the assault. Of course, they're still Germans. And they're going to let us know that they're there. But I'm hoping if we can just get in here, take the city center, the village center, I should say. That's going to be a start. And we're going to try to assault this unit as well. And once again, a position taken. Very good assaults here. We got extremely lucky against these Italian positions. At this point, I'm going to try to move into the tower here. And I think we could also take the bazooka and move him into a similar location just to make sure that if any of the enemy armored vehicles come around this bend, they're going to get blown to hell. That's really what we're trying to do. I'm going to get the machine gun just a little bit closer. And I think it's time to end the turn. Oh man, that thing is firing at the bazooka. It's the last unit I wanted targeted. Just got a truck destroyed here. It wasn't really doing us any damage or anything like that, but of course it can move units across the field with quite a bit of ease, and that's no fun for any of us. Let's take a look here. Okay, once again, the village center. Probably want to go ahead and move into these buildings. Just get out of the road, essentially, because the road is a death trap. If we keep moving through the road, we're eventually going to get absolutely wasted. We also, though, I believe, have enemies within this area here. So I am going to do some suppressive fire. And I'm also going to keep on moving with my bazooka, although I'm really hoping this is not a mistake. Already we're getting ambushed, though. Oh, my goodness. One guy down. What about this bazooka? Come on, guys. Please, please let this work. Oh, my goodness. If we could get lucky here and get a kill, I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to try to hit the Lancia. What? 0% effectiveness? Come on. There's no way. Come on. That is... How can we possibly kill this thing? I think we're going to have to take the road. If we can't destroy that thing, then we're pretty much screwed. There's not much we can do. We did manage to take out the light machine gun, so I'm going to start moving the infantry up. Now, of course, if the infantry gets close enough, they could probably do a pretty effective attack. Although, look at this. They can actually fire high explosive rounds at the enemy. I'm not sure how that works. That was a little strange. Not sure if it's a bug or just how things are supposed to go, but the fact that they can do 24 possible, no, that seems a little strange. I think definitely a bug. I think that's the damage that the Lancia can do, but I could be wrong. For any of you that play Battle Academy regularly, please do let us know. All right, I'm gonna fire. Probably get our bazooka men killed. Go back. We're already being ambushed. Not good. Let's end the turn. Oh, wow. So we actually did manage to suppress the enemy with just machine gun fire. And we just killed a tank. Unbelievable there. That was really lucky. Stragglers have joined the fight, and I hope there are stragglers and not Italian stragglers. It does look like they are, so we're going to be moving them forward through the wooded area here. It's going to provide us a little bit more cover, and in general, just make our approach a bit stealthier instead of just, you know, running across an open field. It's not World War I, although we could play a World War I mod if we want. Let's move. I really don't know if this is a good idea. Oh no, it's not a good idea. I expected that might happen, but I was being a bit cocky. And actually we get a 16-point effectiveness, and we just killed the Lancio. So if these guys do end up dying, they definitely died for a reason. Attaque! Attack, men. Oh, we're getting hit pretty hard here. Let's open fire. There's only 3 effectiveness there, and actually, we could probably bring some health kits for that unit. That's what I'm going to actually do. I'm going to bring a medic here. Try to get one of them back to the squad. And once again, hello, everybody. Good to see everybody on Twitch and, of course, YouTube. Looks like we got actually one person watching on our Matrix channel. I know that's not one, at least for live streams, that gets viewed a lot, so welcome, by the way. We're going to be trying to do, you know, sort of splitting the games between some Slytherin games, some Matrix games. We really want to try to include everybody because we know that there are so many fans for so many different games here on the channel. It's probably the reason that we switch around the games we're doing so much. We just know that you guys really like this stuff, and trying to please everybody's tough. But I think one way we could try to do that is bring in a few more Matrix games, especially some Flashpoint campaigns, something like that. We had a lot of fun doing that the last time we did a stream on Flashpoint campaign, so let's see if we can't do that again. As for this guy, I'm just shocked that we got that kill. Absolutely destroyed that tank without even doing anything. That's the way it should be, though. And let's get over here to the tower as well. I believe we can end the turn very soon, but we still have to deal with some enemy units here, and we still have to take this area. And I think we're very close, but we're not quite there yet. I'm leaving the 30 cal right there. With this 30 cal, we're moving this way. Alright, I think we can end the turn. Back to the US, and of course there are 7 turns remaining, guys. We still have to capture and hold all victory points. That includes the really tough one here, the Coastal Defense Battery. So I'm going to move up here with my US Airborne unit. I'm hoping we can go ahead and immediately start firing on the enemy. Although, you can see our fire effectiveness is 2, and we're being ambushed from another unit. It's going to be very, very hard to break through these guys. There's one. Maledizione! 13% effectiveness. It's another one down. Although, of course, we're going to get ambushed. One more shot. Come on, boys. At this point, I'm actually shocked that they haven't retreated. Boom! That's a beautiful route. And I'm going to go ahead and actually, yes, I am putting these bazooka men in great danger. Oh, here we go. We've got a massive gun right there. Look at that. That's got to be an 88. No, that's 152 millimeter. I mean, I know an 88 is terrifying, but 152 is incredibly, incredibly high. Let's see if we can raise it a bit. It's pretty high on our end, but we'll see what we can do here. Hold on one second. One moment. All right, I hope this isn't too high. We've just put it up to about 95, so let's see if this works. And thanks for letting us know, by the way, man. I really appreciate that, Warrior Donut. As for new Battle Academy stuff, that's really not something I could tell you. Obviously, if I have any news to share with you guys, I will share everything. I'll tell you guys everything, but I really haven't heard anything yes or no. We honestly don't know. Of course, it's a possibility. I mean, this continues to be one of our I wouldn't say best-selling games, but a very good-selling game. in general, despite its age. And it seems like this one even does better than Battle Academy 2. I think that's because, you know, people really grew up with Battle Academy itself. Battle Academy 2 came a little later, and it focuses on the Eastern Front. This one kind of focuses on the Western Front. And at least in my opinion, with Battle Academy, this is really the perfect game to introduce kids into the strategy gaming genre. It's not horrifically violent, there's not blood everywhere, but at the same time you get some pretty cool explosions, and you can learn some interesting strategic tips for future strategy games. So this is definitely my pick for if you're trying to teach your son or daughter a strategy game and you want to get them into this. I think this is probably one of those games that can easily do that. So let's go ahead and continue here. One thing that frustrates me is that damn bunker. And with just the one, it's going to be very hard to actually do damage to this thing. I think I'll just use the machine gun. Effectiveness 11. There we go. That's much better. Could be because they're turned away from us. And 2 down. Good shooting, boys. Gotta love that weapon. 30 cal is wonderful. Yes, the BA2 map generator was excellent indeed. And there's a lot of other games in our catalog, like Pike and Shot, with excellent map generators as well. In Pike and Shot, even though it's supposed to take place sort of in the 14th, 15th, 16th century, it has a tremendous, or more the 14th, or the 15th and the 16th century, I should say. It has a tremendous amount of modifications from wars all throughout history. I mean, we're talking everything from the American Civil War to World War I to even the Native American wars against, of course, the U.S. and in this case, General George Armstrong Custer. You could play Custer's Last Stand. It gets pretty incredible. Battle Academy 1 has some incredible stuff too. For instance, there is a World War I mod, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it, that you can download off the community scenario area for this game. And it's absolutely worth it. You want to jump in there, play some World War I in what's supposed to be a World War II game. It's a little weird, but it's totally worth it. It's really, really quite fun. So one thing I want to do is destroy this coastal battery, and I think we can just assault it, and sure enough, we've destroyed that gun. Of course, we're going to take the area here pretty soon, although it's going to be tough to get through. And there we go. That's actually an achievement. We didn't need to complete that achievement. In other words, we could have still completed the mission without doing that, but why not, right? All right, we've got the U.S. Airborne Bazooka. Come on, how can you fire? How can you fire? Fire again. You would think a bazooka would be pretty effective against a bunker complex. I could be wrong. Effectiveness 0 with this one. All right, let's move up. And we're going to go for the assault guys, 62%. And they actually repulsed our attack, which means we're going to lose 1 man. And we're going to be a lot worse off for it, of course. And 0 effectiveness here against the Italian light machine gun. I'm hoping we can at least suppress them. If we can do that, we can maybe save our guys some very little deserved pain and anguish. These guys have really fought quite hard. I want them to survive. Oh yes, the community mods, that's the one where you're doing on. And I highly recommend taking a look at them on Pike and Shot. Like I said, there's some good ones here too. There's also a Pacific campaign here on Battle Academy. So if you want to fight against the Japanese, perhaps you prefer the Pacific Theater more than both the Eastern or Western Front. It's amazing that we've got a user which did that for us, which actually was able to create a recreation of the Pacific campaigns. And I think it's just wonderful. We'll try to take a look at it before the end of our stream here. I do want to finish this mission, though. I really want to see if we can get a victory.
We're pinned down.
Nice. We're starting to throw some grenades at the enemy. They're suppressed. And another enemy target destroyed. This time it was an Auto Blinda 41. We also just destroyed a truck. Incredible. So this village has become just a staging area of death for the Italians. We have absolutely crushed them. We've got 5 turns till the end of the game. I would love to charge this position. I'm just not sure if we can. 56%. We're taking a risk, but we actually took the position. What a great situation. So I'm going to actually move this guy up here. I'm going to move a few of our guys, especially the bazooka, over here just in case. This looks like some sort of outhouse. In fact, I think that's exactly what it is, unless it's just some sort of storage shed. Very interesting building there. And we're going to take this guy, the 30 cal, and move him in. Oh, I thought they were dead. My goodness. Well, never too late to fire. Man, these guys do not want to go down. Wow, that's incredible. They're really putting up a hell of a fight here. I mean, not even suppressed. Let's take a look here. Once again, hello and welcome, everybody. Wow, so as you guys can see, even when you have a really high percentage on an assault, it doesn't always work out. Right there, we had 73%. I was almost certain that that assault was gonna do just do wonderfully, and it was gonna we were gonna break through, no issue. But as you can see, we absolutely got hit pretty hard there. And now, of course, we've got to be a lot more careful. I was gonna say a little more careful. No, we have to really be careful now, because of course, if we try to assault again, they could completely destroy our unit. And this unit, this U.S. Airborne unit, has one guy out of 5 in it. I definitely want to, first of all, bring in some medics. But secondly, it's got 3 stars, or 3 stripes, so it's quite effective. It's gotten a lot of kills against the enemy, and we don't want to lose it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move it over here. I hope this is a decent staging area. And I'm going to take this airborne unit and start moving it down this way. The only reason I'm doing this is because we need to go ahead and grab this flag right here. In fact, we don't have to grab it because we actually already hold the victory points, but it would be nice to grab all 4. It would give us an achievement, you know, clearly making our score a little bit higher. So I think it's worthwhile, a worthwhile decision here. I don't know if it's going to work, but we can certainly try. End the turn. Boom, another enemy truck down. Our guys in this village are just leveling up so much. As many of you guys know, when you're playing this game, if you do manage to get a kill, you have a very high chance of leveling up, especially depending on the kind of enemy you're killing. If you hit an armored vehicle with an infantry unit, I can almost guarantee you're going to get a level up. And if you kill an infantry unit with one of your infantry units, there's a pretty good chance you will too. Now, I am going to cross the street here, and this is pretty risky. But I'm taking the risk because I want to try and get a little bit closer, and sure enough, we found some enemies. This is exactly why we do this, to locate these enemies and make sure we know where they are. And I could try to assault this building. I don't think it's going to work very well, though. I wonder if I can rally these guys and increase their chances of an assault. This could be a total waste. No, it does increase their chances of assault a little bit. So this is going to be a 50% assault. Come on. Attack repulsed. Unfortunately, the enemy caught on, but quite interesting there. So even when you have little to no chance, go for it. It's always worth it. Hello, Mildolf. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Okay, let's keep moving forward. And I'm going to keep most of the guys up here on the Coastal Defense Battery, but we'll bring a few of our troops down. We've got this airborne unit that's just completely ruined, but we will keep firing at this heavy fortification. Actually, let's ignore it. You know what? We're going to let those guys live. We've already lost so many men to trying to stop that heavy fortification. We already killed a few guys inside. I think we can just leave them alone and get our asses back to town. Once again, if we can hold these victory points, it's going to be a victory. So we're going to end the turn. Oh, that time we repulsed an attack. And of course, that was the unit we just assaulted. So house to house fighting, both sides managing to repulse the other side. That's what I like to see. Now, the dangerous part is the enemy does have an Italian scout truck getting close, and they just killed one of our 30 cal units. I'm going to try to move this guy into this building and see if we can't return fire. Oh, crap. I was worried that the thing was still operational. Now, we can't do any damage to it, unfortunately. We can definitely do damage to the Italian scouts, but as for this guy, we're going to have to get close with one of our other weapons. Hopefully a bazooka, or maybe just a group of infantry that's willing to get up close and personal with this truck. For now, though, I'm just going to target the Italian scouts with our own U.S. Airborne units. Firing downhill, we should be able to get a nice kill. Well, that's almost as good. They retreated. I'll take it. I want to see if we've got that bazooka. We've got the U.S. Airborne. Another 30 cal machine gun. I think for now we're just going to put them over here near the sandbags. Hope the enemy passes by and hope that we can get a really nice kill here. We've got this unit, the U.S. Airborne, and I'm going to actually move them a bit closer. I was going to try to ambush the enemy from the cornfield here in the center, but I'm not even sure that's going to be effective when they're coming by. We need to get really close to be able to throw any sort of anti-tank grenade. I will, however, move this bazooka up. Why not? Why not? And I'll take this bazooka, put him over here in the rocks, sort of the rubble, and hopefully he can target the enemy from here next turn or the turn after, because the enemy is at quite a distance. And with this airborne squad, I'm actually not going to do anything with them, because I want to make sure that our other airborne squad, this one, is doing okay. And with them, we're going to go ahead and give a supply drop. Actually, it looks like... Okay, yeah, that worked. I was going to say. A little worried there. If we go for a charge, 65% chance. And we took the position. So back and forth, and we actually managed to take it back. Very, very cool house-to-house fighting going on there. As long as it works, I'm happy. And we'll keep moving the 30 cal machine gun. Now, if you ever are playing this game, playing Battle Academy, and you want to switch to another character, you don't always have to like scroll across the map. I tend to like to do that because I like to see what's going on. But you can actually just press your tab button here, and this will move through all of the units, or cycle, I should say, through all of the units that you haven't used yet, or that still have a few movement points, and just kind of let you know what's going on. So this guy hasn't seen any action whatsoever, this U.S. Airborne unit. I think they probably should feel pretty lucky. The rest of these guys have been through hell and back, but he's managed to stay out of it. Let's end the turn. Nice. Just got a target destroyed, guys. A very lucky kill there. That's what they get for trying to charge up a hill on one of our best infantry units. I just don't think they're going to manage it. And I think at this point, this could almost be a victory. We've got 2 turns remaining. I'm trying to see if I see any enemies whatsoever. I see none. And I mean not a single one. Just to make sure, though, we'll go over here. We will also suppress the area here. We know there's definitely Italians in here. These are kind of the guys we've left behind. We're not really worried about them. They don't pose a serious threat to us. It's not like we're the ones that have to break through and exit the town at this side or this side. All we have to do is stop the enemy from leaving. So I think we're going to go ahead and play it cool on those guys. I will, however, take this 30 cal machine gun and try to get over here behind this stone wall. I'm not sure if you guys see that. Anytime you want to just take a nice view with this game, all you have to do is use your arrow keys, and you can get a really nice shot of the area around you. And also, if you've got enemies behind buildings, you can't really see how many of them there are. This is the perfect way to check. Of course, you could just click the unit, but I much prefer actually taking a look, seeing how they're positioned, and seeing what my next move is going to be. All right, this guy is in some trouble. All right, we're going to end the turn. And that turn ended extremely quickly, which I believe means we are on the verge of victory. We have allowed less than 4 units to exit. In fact, not a single Italian unit has exited. So this is, of course, Operation Husky. This is the Invasion of Sicily. And for those of you that don't understand, the reason you're going to need that unit to exit is to get some support to the other units being attacked on Sicily. So we just created a storm of madness. Interesting games for sure. Keep it up, guys. Thank you, Mildolf. Thank you, man. And I see a lot of you guys have just shown up now. Welcome, guys. We actually started the stream 30 minutes ago, so we just played through all of Operation Husky. Obviously, if you want to see the rest of the operation, you can always watch this video once we upload it to the Slytherin YouTube channel, which will be very, very soon. And next, we're going to try something else. It's going to be a user modification, and we've managed to control the area. In fact, let's see what the next mission is going to be. But very, very good job there, if I don't say so myself. All right, cleaning the beach. The 8th Army lands at locations along southeastern Sicily. The coast is defended by a network of pillboxes, bunkers, coastal batteries, and even armored trains. The invaders must quickly secure their beachhead and push inland before the defenders can mount a counterattack. So actually it seems pretty scary, kind of what's going on here. And I just want to see what the mission looks like. We did promise the other viewers that we would take a look at one of the user-made missions. And right here in this mission, we actually have to determine cost. So I don't like determining cost. Let's take 1 Piat. Let's just get a good old-fashioned British engineer unit. Definitely want some British infantry. Let's get 4. Let's get 2 Bren guns. Let's get a British scout. I'm not crazy about the scouts, I have to admit. Get another British engineer. Actually, we can only get 1, so maybe another Piat and another Bren gun. And I think that's pretty much all we can get. Maybe we can get 1 more Bren gun, but I'd love to get 1 more British infantry squad. Let's go for the Bren gun, though, and see what we've got ahead of us. So this is actually a really pretty map. Mop up the entrenched defenders along the shore, destroy the coastal defense guns to protect the landing, and capture the bridges and neighboring towns to secure the vital lines of communication near the beachhead. This is a lot to do. Capture 6 victory points and destroy at least 18 enemy units before turn 20. Wow, guys. So talk about a beach invasion. I guess we can go ahead and get started here and see how we do. Of course, being in Italy myself right now, I'm desperate to conquer the country, so let's see how it goes. All right, so I just want to see. I'm sure there's going to be some enemies in this bunker, but someone's got to be the guinea pig, and it's going to be one of our British infantry units. So let's move towards the crossroad. Oh my goodness, wow. I didn't expect him to be there. I definitely expected them to be there. Now our men are surrounded. And we're going to have to surround this guy with a few infantry units if we plan to take him out. Of course, our fire effectiveness is actually 18 since we're so close. So let's throw in some grenades. Good shooting, boys. These are Italian defenders, entirely Italian defenders. Actually, yes, this is an Italian coastal division. I was thrown off by the Teutonic Cross. Now this Piat, I don't think he's going to be too useful against this unit, but we might as well try it. Holy crap, enemy machine gun fire. I think before we take a look at the user-made mod, we're going to have to test out the Typhoon. Of course, I'd rather find a unit we can actually use it on, and that would be some sort of vehicle unit. Just for fun, though, right now, I'm going to use it right here on the Italian heavy machine gun. And then we're going to take a look at the Pacific mod in this game. I can't wait. Of course, this is a user-made mod, once again, this Pacific mod we're going to look at. So I really want to see what it's like. Surrounded but not surrendering yet, I hope, says Mildolf. Indeed. Well said. Okay. So just for the sake of viewing the bombing, I'm going to actually end the turn. And then we're going to go take a look at our Pacific campaign. Oh yeah, that was nice. Not sure if we actually killed them. No, I think they're fine, actually. I think they're just fine. But hopefully we scared the hell out of them. Anyway, guys, we're going to head back. So we do want to surrender this battle. And what we're going to do is take a look at the user-made scenario. Now, one thing I want you guys to keep in mind is these are made entirely by users. And you can almost always be certain that you're not going to face any sort of... how can I put this? Any sort of like really boring campaign or anything that's just complete rubbish. And the reason being, actually Richard Bodley Scott, the creator of this game, takes a look at these himself. And if he deems them worthy, of course, he'll accept them into the what we call the community scenario area. And as you can see, there's a lot of different battles here. We've got the long-range desert group, D-Day Special Forces, Desert Fox. So you could actually play in North Africa if you'd like. We've even got World War I scenarios, like the Great War 1918 and Cambrai, November 1917 by Tim 1966. Thank you, Tim. And we've also got some really great multiplayer scenarios. In fact, my favorite one is here, and that is the Nasty Swamp. This is basically just one massive fight in a really, really horrific-looking swampy area, and it makes for some great combat. It really does. You get some great ambush opportunities. You have to cross some really icky ground, but it's absolutely worth it. So right now we're going to take a look at the Pacific campaign, partly out of curiosity. And a tribute to Wild Bill Wilder and SPWAW. This is a series of small battles based on scenarios by Wild Bill for SPWAW. I'm not sure what this stands for. I feel like I should know. I think it's World at War. I'm guessing. The first small battle is to test the system for modding and to show some of the Japanese items. Very cool. Alright, so we start off with not that many units. It actually kind of reminds me of the initial Sicily mission we did, where we land in Sicily, but we have only like 3 or 4 paratroopers. So let's see what we have to do here. Ooh, very, very bright. Alright, let's take a look. So I guess we'll move forward. We haven't gotten any orders yet. I think moving forward would be a good option. And I already see what could be a Japanese defensive position up here. Not 100% sure, but it looks like one. And sure enough, Japanese forces, what do you know? So if anybody ever wants to try and make some unit models in this game, I recommend you do it. I mean, this is a perfect opportunity to get the battle of your dreams in a game you enjoy. So, you know, please try. There we go, one Japanese scout down. Another Japanese scout down. They're completely suppressed at this point. And I'm actually going to take my tank and just move up this way. Oh my goodness, we've got a Japanese Hago tank. These can be pretty nasty, and it looks like we're not going to pen it unless we get behind it. So I think I'm going to focus my fire on the Japanese infantry units, and I'm going to bring in my Thunderbolt, and I'm hoping that he's going to strike at the exact moment I need him to. We'll bring some of these guys over the open territory. Now, you can see the cover rating for the open ground is 30%. There's better areas here. The rough ground, which gives us 48% cover rating. So I think that's what I'm going to start going for. Let's just stick to the rough ground here. And once again, welcome everybody to our stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and also don't forget to subscribe. Let's say you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to our Twitch channel. If you're watching on Twitch, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really do want to try and get as many viewers as possible on a consistent basis. Also, let us know what you want to see, what you actually want to see played during these streams. Really, really helps, guys. Can't stress that enough. All right, let's hope that our bombs do well here, because there's 2 enemy tanks. That'd be amazing if we could get 2 kills. I don't expect it to happen, though. Come on. Oh! Looks like we only killed 1 Japanese soldier there. And here we go. Now we actually have a chance to kill this thing. Suppressed. Is he going to retreat? Why are the Japanese speaking in German? Alright, we didn't get a voice actor for that one, unfortunately. I'm going to try to sneak up behind this guy, but I think we're going to be stopped before we get there. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. We will return the favor. But of course, they just stopped one of our best opportunities at killing that damn unit. First of all, let's get the scout out of the way. I don't need him stopping us. Good work, boys. And as you can see, we got a promotion. Let's move this tank here, and let's try again. So our chance to penetrate is only 16%, and our overall kill chance is only 5%. Pretty low chance, as you can imagine, but I've had crazier odds and managed to make them work. So we're definitely going to keep on firing. I think that's pretty much all we can do. Could get, of course, into... Oh, no! Mortars! So this is a Japanese knee mortar, and I think they called it that because it was so short that it would actually come up to your knee. You know, obviously for an American soldier, it would probably be a little too small to operate. For the Japanese soldier, very, very useful piece of equipment. Very, very mobile, so a highly mobile mortar unit is always a good thing. You know, mortars and heavy machine guns can both be very heavy. If you get one that's not very hard to carry, you've just improved the morale of your men. You've likely just improved your chances of victory, and you've certainly increased the amount of enemies that are going to bite the dust. Let's end the turn. All right, back to us. I want to see if we can get a kill here with this tank. Deflected. Another deflection there. I mean, at least we're keeping them on the run, but yeah, that's frustrating. There we go. Alright, we've got the knee mortar. We're going to see if we can go ahead and assault. Only 30% chance of a kill with the assault. Wow, that's quite amazing. So let's go ahead and just attack at this point. Just open fire. The effectiveness is 10, which is pretty good. I'm actually kind of surprised that we're not getting a kill there. And I'm hoping it's not just one guy. Well, I guess I am hoping that it is just one guy, but it seems like we would have at least seen one kill by now. Anyway, guys, once again, that is just one of the many user-made mods that I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's take a look here. Dora Niner, if you put these on your knee, you would break your leg, as some GIs found out. Ah, that's what it is. Thank you, Dora. And welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. So if you put those on your knee, you would break your leg. Well, easy way out of the war. I mean, I'll say that. Just go ahead and break your leg with a mortar. It does sound pretty terrifying, though. I like that. So, the knee mortar. Okay. We're going to go ahead and head to the main screen now, guys. Now, of course, for those of you not 100% familiar with this particular series, there is a multiplayer battle mode. There's also, of course, like we've looked at before, the amazing community scenarios. If you buy all the DLC, and believe me, the DLC for Battle Academy is quite inexpensive. The game itself is quite inexpensive. There are a ton of different battles you can play here. I do recommend for first-time players, check out the tutorial. This is a game I was able to learn on my own, just kind of having fun playing around. And I think you could probably do that too, but if you're one of those people that's either new to strategy games or you like to be well-informed first, then please feel free to read the tutorial before jumping in to this game. It's definitely going to help you out, and you're going to thank me for it. And I'm just kind of taking a look at all of the different missions here. We've got quite a few, but of course, you're going to have to purchase the game to see the rest. Of course, the editor is here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to show you guys the editor, although we could maybe do a stream at some point about how to edit, how to just do basic editing. It's not easy, but I can at least show you the basics, how to put land down, how to put some vehicles down, but to really get the actual campaign going, to get mission objectives going, that's the tougher part, and that's where we've got a lot of guys here that are just extremely gifted, and those are the community scenarios here. I mean, as you can see, just amazing stuff. Cambrai, November 1917. You can actually play as a single player or multiplayer. So this is one you could actually play against your friends. And just by the size of this one, at least for a modification, this is quite a big mod for this game. And so we already know that we're getting a nice look at Cambrai, the Battle of Cambrai in World War I. And despite this being a World War II game, it works perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here. And I just want to take a look at this mod. I think after that, I will be satiated. I do want to thank everybody for stopping by, and I want to thank whoever created these mods. You did an amazing job. So let's jump down here and just take a look at Cambrai. And as you can see, this person actually came up with their own images, which is quite amazing. So not only do you have to come up with your own mod, sometimes if you want this to be on the main forum, you have to come up with your own images. And this guy did a really good job. I like this sort of shading he did on realistic pictures. Just basically shaded them in other colors so that no copyright issue of any kind. And it's a tide of iron sweeps through the German trenches. So in this battle, we're actually using the Mark IV female tank. And so the difference between the males and the females is the females would use only machine guns. The male tanks would have a turret gun, or essentially a 6-pounder gun that could pop through another tank or, you know, blow up a trench. The females, though, had machine guns basically all around the tank. So if they were, you know, going through the trench line and there was an enemy assault, let's say an enemy infantry assault, and they just charge the trenches, that would be the perfect tank to have, because your guys could be firing from every single porthole, just wasting the guys around you and doing a pretty damn good job at it too. So here we go. You're in deploy mode. Drag units until you're happy with their position, then end turn to make your first move. So pretty cool. And this one, unlike the other one we played, actually has a very specific goal, which is destroy all the 77mm field guns. And I like that they've actually set up some trenches here. You can actually see them. Look at this, guys. Some really nice trenches. I'm actually terrified to approach them. I'm sure we would get the hell shot out of us. And also, they've put some work into the way the actual units look. They absolutely have World War I uniforms. The tanks are as World War I as you can get. I mean, that's a weird-looking tank. Let's just be honest here. We're going to go ahead and move them forward. And I just, once again, wanted to take a look here and see what they had to offer. But this just goes to show you the possibilities within Battle Academy. There really are so many possibilities within this game, and that's one of the things I love about it. I do want to thank everybody for stopping by. We really do appreciate the feedback and, of course, the support every time you guys stop by to watch our streams. Once again, we're going to be doing a number of different streams this week. If you have any interest in wanting to decide what streams we do, please go to our YouTube channel, which is Slytherin Games. It's a little green lizard, of course. You'll know exactly which one it is. And let us know in the comments what stream you'd like to see. Hey, Slytherin, we would like to see X, Y, and Z. Hey, Slytherin, we'd like to see this or that. It really does help us determine what we're going to put up next. So once again, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys had an enjoyable time, and I hope to see you in the next stream. I believe we'll be having one tomorrow around the same time. And as you guys have noticed, we're doing the stream about 30 minutes earlier than we were before. If you guys like that, let us know. If you guys want us to go back to our original time, then also let me know that. And thank you, Dora, for the history lesson there. That was really cool, letting us know that the reason the Japanese called that, or the reason the GIs called that the knee mortar, is because if you tried to put it on your knee to support the fire and then, of course, fire it off a round, you break your knee. So quite a lot of recoil in that mortar. That is, recoil is much better for an artillery gun. In a mortar, it's going to really hurt you if you have it anywhere near you. Thanks again, guys. Take care and have a glorious, glorious day.